Hey yo, what's up? It's Donny King. I'm back with a brand new video. Now, rapper PNB Rock has been shot and killed at age 30 yesterday, on September 12, 2022. Now, yesterday on September 12th, PNB Rock had been shot and was in critical condition in Los Angeles. On the afternoon of September 12th, yesterday, TMZ reported that PNB Rock had been shot at a LA Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles restaurant while he was with his girlfriend. And apparently, he was targeted by a robber who ended up shooting PNB Rock. And apparently, according to witnesses on the scene, PNB Rock was robbed for his jewelry. And the more crazy part about the story is that while PNB Rock was eating with his girlfriend at the restaurant before all this took place, she posted a picture on an Instagram story tagging the location of the restaurant that they're currently eating at. And apparently 20 minutes later, that's when the robbers came and basically shot him and basically left him in a pool of blood, which was shown in the video that I cannot display here. Now, it's a very sad situation, man. Man, I was too young, 30 years old. Imagine you're 30 years old doing your thing, and next thing you know, you end up getting, done like this by people that can't stand your guts, that hate like poison. It's a crazy thing, man. But one thing about this story is that this is a perfect example of how common sense goes a long way, of how you gotta be moving smart and think, ahead instead of thinking in the moment. The reason why I say this is that she literally posted a picture tagging the location, basically letting the robbers know where they're at. And that's one thing that I really despise in this day and age. People really gotta stop always feel the need to just post a location, let people know where they're at. Like, only time you post your location is when you're about to leave the spot. That's the only time. And this is very stupid because, this could have easily been prevented. Had she haven't tagged the location. This is literally the same exact thing that happened to Pop Smoke 2 years ago, where Pop Smoke basically showed his address, and next thing you know, he ended up finding his location and shooting him, killing him on the spot right there. Like, you would think with that situation that people would have moved more smarter and exercised more common sense. No, people always gotta feel the need, just to desperately seek validation from social media. Like, what do you basically gain off of telling a story out? Like, nobody cares.
Facts.
Well, obviously, nobody cares except for the people that basically wanted them dead. And the crazy thing about it too is that she should have known better. She's a grown person, not like that she's a little kid, not like she don't know any better. She do know better, yet she choose not to do better. And you see, because of her negligence, her boyfriend end up suffering with his life. Man, it's just a sad situation. And the most crazy part about all this is that this is not the first time this situation happened where PNB and his girl is concerned.
I beg your pardon?
According to PNB Rock on the DJ Academic podcast a couple of days ago, PNB Rock mentioned that he was at a spot with his girl and his daughter, and he felt that something was off. He knew something bad was gonna happen, so he wanted to leave. And she basically wanted to stay, even though he was trying to tell her that, hey, we gotta go. And she wanted to stay, and then eventually they ended up leaving, and she was driving. And instead she continued driving away, she pulled off to another spot and be like, I want to go to this store, Stupid. And next thing you know, a similar robbery attempt nearly ended up happening because of that.
Be like, every time
they trying to take your jewelry or some shit?
I don't know, but they be like, I be on shit and I'm not, where I'm from, we like sneaky. Like, in LA, it's like they bold. It's like they want you to know. They want to spark a conversation with you first before they get into some shit. Some of them might just go crazy. Majority of the times I got into some shit, it was like they just gave a drop up too fast. You feel me? So the second time I got into some shit, it was like was talking loud as shit, wanting me to hear their conversation. And it's like I'm with my peoples, like I'm with my daughter and my girl. Like, why they talking about this shit? Like, this around, like we outside, we on Fairfax. I'm like, man, I already peed the blitz. We out. I'm like, man, we out of here. You feel me? Like, we going. My girl, like, no, we ain't. What's wrong? I'm like, I'm just going off of the vibes. Like, we out.
Is she peeping the energy? Because I'm
she ain't
you on point.
Yeah, she ain't peeping. She was thinking I'm tripping.
About women sometimes.
She be thinking I'm tripping. So, in the mix of all this, I'm like, no, we out. So she peeped that I'm serious. She's like, no, we out. We drive probably like 2 blocks in the street. She thinking this shit a game. She pulled over somewhere else. Like, oh, I wanted to go to this store right here. And then in a mix of me, like telling her like where the park at, like somebody just came fast as shit and took the parking spot, like the same spot that we. Yeah. I'm like, dude, they must have been following me or something, bro. How the fuck this car get behind me this fast? Like I ain't even look. I look back and that shit was there quick as shit. And then when I walked past, like the car, I'm out. Like this shit tinted to the max.
Oh yeah.
I'm getting all this heat coming from the car though. Like I'm feeling the energy coming from the car. I'm like, damn, what the f is that car? Like on some other shit.
This is literally the same exact thing that happened to Biggie, and this is the exact same way how Biggie died, where Biggie was scheduled to perform at London, but then, you know, Puffy ended up canceling all the flights to London and convinced Biggie to go to LA, which, ironically enough, ended up being a place that he was killed at, and it's a sad shame. And I got a question for y'all. What's one thing that Pop Smoke, Biggie, and PNB Rock have in common? Always. What's one thing all three of them have in common? Nobody? Here's the thing they all have in common. All three of them end up getting shot and killed in Los Angeles. But not only that too, all of them died at the hands of negligence. And that's a very sad shame. With Pop Smoke posting his address, Puffy literally canceling flights to London, and convincing Biggie to stay in Los Angeles, knowing that him staying on the West Coast is a very big risk and is very deadly in the height of the whole East Coast West Coast beef. And this situation with PNB Rock's girlfriend not only wanting to stay and not taking him seriously when he feel that danger is about to happen, but right now too, where she end up posting the location of where they're eating at, and that end up being the same spot where the robbers end up finding him a couple of minutes later, 20 minutes later. In my opinion, this girl right here should be held mostly responsible. Ain't no excuse in the world to justify that stupid act that she did. And hey, I'm not leaving these shooters off the hook. Them shooters ain't getting off the hook. I'm gonna touch on them in a minute. I'm gonna talk about them in a minute. But it's literally like what he mentioned on Twitter, where he said, I better not hear no female from this day forward talk about men ain't this, men ain't that. Y'all done got a guy killed. The thing that is extremely crazy too is that how a lot of these women always trying to make it seem like that us guys are always the bad guys. Always trying to make it seem like that, you know, we're the soulless, heartless being, this, you know, merciless being. They're always trying to make us look like the monsters when they be doing way worse than us. A lot of the stuff that a lot of y'all females be doing, no guy on earth could ever dream and think of doing some of the crazy stuff that a lot of y'all be doing. And I'm not being misogynistic, I'm speaking facts. Literally one of your own literally caused a guy to end up losing his life. And the worst part about it too is that the thing I find extremely crazy is that a lot of these females literally called Pop Smoke stupid for showing off his address, but this girl that did the exact same thing, y'all defend this girl. Y'all are making 101 excuses for her instead of holding her accountable. And that's insane. Like, there's literally lack of accountability in this day and age. And that's very sad. That's very ridiculous. Y'all are making so much excuses instead of holding her responsible for what ended up taking place, because this could have easily been prevented. Had she not been so negligent and took the man seriously and used common sense, PNB Rock would still be alive today. And it's just extremely sad. And whenever a lot of y'all mess up, a lot of y'all always end up trying to change the narrative and deflect that energy on us like we're the bad person here. Nah, fess up that you did it wrong. My mother always told me, you can't be wrong and strong. Admit when you're wrong. Even when y'all cause a guy to lose his life, y'all still not end up taking accountability. And the worst part about it, whenever guys end up, you know, expressing and speaking that woman should end up taking accountability, what end up happening? They end up getting silenced. They literally end up getting canceled. Like literally what end up happening to Kevin Samuels. All what Kevin Samuels did is basically express that women shall hold himself accountable and, you know, admit when they're wrong. And what a lot of them women end up doing, they end up labeling him as a misogynist. to the point where they end up celebrating when the man is dead. It's just like what happened with Andrew Tate too. Andrew Tate be preaching the same thing that women should. Even though I don't agree with a lot of his views, one thing I noticed in his video, he always expressed the fact that women should hold himself accountable. And what they end up doing, they end up deplatforming him. Literally, platforms like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all the big social media giants end up booting him off their platform. All because he expressed the fact that, women should hold themselves responsible. And the worst part about it too is that this is literally the third situation, believe it or not, where this girl ended up putting this man's life at risk, because PNB Rock literally changes girlfriend's Instagram password because she kept posting the location. So he ended up changing a password, ended up disabling her account, and next thing you know, she ended up renabling back her account, got access back to it, and the first thing she did was end up posting the location. This is 3 times in a row where she put this man's life at risk, and you expect me to believe that she's not responsible? Man, y'all are different kind of stupid. Y'all are a different kind of breed of stupid if you honestly for real think that she should not in any way, shape or form be held responsible. And the thing about it too is that she ended up literally deactivating her main Instagram account again because she know people gonna be ruthless. She gonna get a lot of backlash, and made a brand new Instagram account, a backup Instagram account. And the first thing she posted on her story is that you guys are on all of my accounts being ruthless, just please stop. Nah, that's what you should get. That's what you forget. My grandmother always used to say that he who can't hear must feel. And it's crazy to see that after all these years that this statement is still relevant to this day. Nah, you literally brought that on yourself. You only have yourself to blame because it was because of your stupidity why this ended up taking place. Like what? What do you think people supposed to do? Congratulating you for you did? Nah, you deserve all the backlash. And the crazy thing about it too is that she gonna end up thinking about this for the rest of her life. As long as she live, she always gonna sit down and think that it's because of her why your boyfriend dead. And she know that it's her that's responsible for it. So in my opinion, the only good thing she could basically do at this point is seek forgiveness, not from the people, but seek forgiveness from the Lord. That's the only best thing he could ever do right now in this situation, is ask the Lord for forgiveness, because your stupid act, your negligence, literally caused a person to get killed and lose his life in a very graphic manner. And the sad part about this too, she only got herself to blame, no one else to blame but herself. So you stop making 1,001 excuses for her and let her take responsibility like she should. Now, where the shooters are concerned, this is just very disappointing.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
It's like we're literally the only race on this earth that hate each other like poison. You don't see this kind of situation happen with white people. You never see this kind of situation happen with Indians, with Asians, or Hispanics. It's always our own people that we end up hating the most like poison, to the point where we end up bringing them down or do stuff like this when it involves killing their life or robbing them. This is very sick and disgusting. You literally took another black man's life over vain things, over jewelry. My gosh, man. And it's like us as a people always not focusing on what's important. We never have the same energy towards things that affect us as a people, but when it comes to our people, that's gonna have the negative energy towards. It's super crazy of how these police officers be literally killing off these black people for no exact reason, killing them on the scene right there. And instead of you keep the same energy where they're concerned to and let them officers and racist people pay for killing off our own people, you end up having that same energy towards your own people, to the point you end up robbing them over little things, either if it means taking their money or taking the chain. We rather kill our own people over unimportant things rather than have the energy towards the wicked people out there, the wicked racist people out there that's killing off our own community and people every single day. Like, what's up? What's going on? What's going with us as a people? I'm telling you, I swear, It's like this kind of, can nobody tell me this kind of behavior isn't learned from slavery? Can nobody tell me that it's not? This is very disgusting. We all need to do better. You could literally be living your best life, with your family, and people still decide to take you out because, they see you're shining and they see you're doing better than them. You cannot tell me that this isn't how we got conquered as black people. This is literally how we got conquered as black people, from during the time of the European settlers in Africa. We were so trained to, go against our own people. We were so, divided against one another that we wasn't prepared for the actual threat at hand, which is basically the settlers, and you know what they end up doing? They end up conquering the motherland. That's why where a lot of y'all people's country, y'all gotta start moving in silence. You gotta start, moving with security, start moving with protection, just be precautious and be prepared for, for anything that's about to happen. And not only that too, pray. Always consistently pray every day. Read the Bible, grab your Bible, pray, and pray to the Lord. Because in this generation, in this day and age full of devils and demons around the corner, you gotta pray for the blessing from the Holy Ghost. You gotta pray to be blessed as long as you live your days in this day and age. You gotta ask the Lord for help and ask the Lord for protection and pray to get through these kind of dark times that we're in. Because I'm telling you, these are the days of the last days, the times of the last days, and a lot of people want to kid themselves that this is not happening. But look at it, look at the generation that we're in. We're coming towards those days. Us black people, we all gotta do better. We all gotta stop, killing off our own people. We gotta show more love to our people. Why can't we have the same love towards the people that we did back then when there was Black Wall Street? Where'd that love go? What happened to that love, support, and unity? Where did it go to? It's like ever since Black Wall Street ended up being, being destroyed down by the wicked white man, it's like we never recovered ever since. We never had that same unity that we had from back then. And it's just extremely sad and depressing. Like, we all gotta do better. We gotta show love to one another and set a good example, to the newer generation, so they don't do the exact same thing that we end up doing. We gotta let them, become a better person than us, do better than us, so this kind of thing never have to happen, so they don't have to worry about this ever happening to them. Well, that was my thoughts on the whole PNB Rock situation. Rest in peace, PNB Rock. My condolences go out to his family, his friend, and his daughter. It's such a sad shame, man. Sad situation. Well, that was my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this in the comment section. Make sure to like, make sure to comment, and make sure to subscribe for more commentary like these. This is Don the King. I'm out.